I've been married to my husband Mike for 20 years now. We're not wealthy, but we own our home and have built a simple yet happy life together. We're blessed with 2 wonderful children. Our eldest son Joshua attends a local university. Though we told him not to worry about tuition, Joshua took out a scholarship to cover the costs himself. Our daughter April is in her freshman year of high school and often helps out with chores when I come home late from work. She's been a big help. One day, Mike had exciting news. He was getting promoted to manager. He'd been working hard as a subsection chief, and now, with a department transfer, he'd be moving up. Wow, that's awesome. So happy for you. I was genuinely thrilled for Mike's accomplishment. And yeah, I was kind of hoping that might mean a pay bump too. To celebrate his achievement, the kids and I decided to plan a little celebration for Mike. The next day, April and I cooked up some of Mike's favorite dishes, and Joshua used his part-time job money to buy a cake. Mike thoroughly enjoyed the meal. But then, as we were all sitting down to enjoy our celebratory dinner and cake, Mike dropped a bombshell. I've been seeing someone at work. Excuse me? I had to ask him to repeat it. None of us had any idea what he was talking about. Ignoring our confusion, Mike continued. She's pregnant. This is my house, so I'd like you all to leave. I felt my head spinning. Wait a minute, do you even realize what you're saying? She's 10 years younger than me and adorable. I'm just not interested in an old lady like you anymore. Our kids glared at Mike. Seeing their expressions, he said, You guys are grown up. You can fend for yourselves, right? That's when Joshua lost it. You've got to be kidding me. I may be an adult, but April's still a high school student. It looks like it's about to hit me at any moment. Who needs an education when you're a woman? You could just sell your body if you want to work. Time seemed to stand still for a moment, but I mustered my voice from deep within, tinged with anger. Excuse me? That's your own daughter you're talking about. How could you say that? After hearing me, April ran to her room crying. You're no father to me anymore. I'll leave like you want, but I'll never forgive you for hurting Mom and April. Joshua said this and followed after April. Left behind in the living room were Mike and me. An awkward silence filled the room. Then Mike said, See, this is why I'm giving you a week. Be out by then. Fine, I'll take custody of the kids. Don't need it. I'll have new kids. Just so you know, you're on your own. Mike responded without even looking at me. Don't be foolish. I've been promoted to manager. I'm going to have a prosperous life from now on. I'll marry a young, cute girl and build a happy family. What was supposed to be a day of celebrating Mike turned into a day where everything we built came crumbling down. The next day, a friend who had been through a divorce introduced me to a lawyer. Taking my friend's advice, I had a credit agency investigate Mike. I also found out about Mike's mistress. Her name was Emily, a temp at Mike's workplace. She was cute, but manipulative. It seems that men just fall for women like her, I thought while listening to the report from the credit agency. I took my kids and moved into a rented condominium. Financially, I was okay because I had a full-time job and some savings. April also regained her composure being away from Mike, so we were in a somewhat comfortable situation. Eventually, enough evidence had been gathered. After consulting with my lawyer, I arranged a meeting with Mike to discuss our divorce, with the lawyer present. On the day of the meeting, I chose our former home as the venue for our discussion, with my lawyer by my side. Mike snickers. Who needs a lawyer, huh? You've always been such a drama queen. I keep my composure, though inside I'm boiling, wanting to flip the table on Mike and smash him with a chair. Apparently, Emily had already made herself at home here. Even the furniture and curtains have been swapped out. Pink, cutesy floral curtains. Must be Emily's choice. Just the thought that she picked them makes me nauseous. Emily, who's also in the room, gets a bit angry. This has nothing to do with me. In my head, I'm furious. How can you say this has nothing to do with you? I should whack you with a chair too. When my lawyer states that Mike and Emily are liable for damages, Emily loses it right there. Why should I pay for anything? Aren't women exempt from this? Seriously? You're the one getting angry? I'm the one who should be mad. I'm shocked that people like this still exist. My lawyer calmly replies, "No, you must pay Judy damages. You are the reason this marriage is ending. Do you understand your position?" It's because this old hag is unattractive. Thank God for my lawyer. Otherwise, I would have lunged at this woman. Close call. Just as I'm thinking this, Emily hurls a teacup that had been filled with tea at me. Hey, do something about this. I'm carrying your child, you know? Emily cuddles up to Mike. Lawyer, can I hit her now? My patience is at its limit, I think to myself. However, my lawyer just coolly hands me a handkerchief. Still have to endure, huh? Mike is grinning as he's coddled by Emily. I wish I could bury them both. Mike violently signs the divorce papers I prepared. We're strangers now. I'll pay the damages, but don't come near us. I also sign the divorce papers and hand them to my lawyer, asking them to file them in court. After the lawyer leaves, now you leave too. Mike tries to kick me out. I've been holding back just to say this. I ask Mike a simple question. Is that baby really yours? The atmosphere clearly changes. Or rather, it's just Emily's eyebrows that move, but the room feels different. What are you saying? It's my child, isn't it? Of course it is. Are you going crazy? I quietly lay out some documents on the table. You're not just seeing Mike. You're also financially supporting a struggling artist, aren't you? What's this nonsense, you old hag? Are you out of your mind? I felt a momentary sense of relief. Taking a deep breath, I calmly said, I did some digging on you at a credit bureau. No pretty, young woman like you would ever go for a bland guy like him. What I placed on the table was a background check report on Emily. The report contained photos of Emily cozying up with an artist, entering a hotel, and even some compromising shots in a car. Mike was red-faced, staring at the report. What's the meaning of this? Mike looked at Emily, who could only stammer, No, that's not it. The tension between Mike and Emily escalated into a disastrous scene. You were planning to scam me, you witch? Huh, what are you talking about? You should be happy to be with someone as cute as me. Plus, the child is yours. You promised to take responsibility. Are you kidding me? I was utterly shocked at the drama unfolding before me between Mike and Emily. Thinking that I had wasted my emotional energy on these people made me chuckle. Who cares whose kid it is? We're divorced now. Mike hastily said, Wait, that wasn't my intention. So what was your intention? I mean, let's not go through with the divorce. You're ridiculous. Slow tears filled Mike's eyes. Realizing just now, I thought, completely disappointed. Goodbye. Wait, please. As I left the house, Mike's pleas and Emily's enraged shouts followed me. Later, I heard Emily did give birth, but the baby had mixed ethnicity. Despite claiming the child was Mike's and that she was innocent, it turned out Emily wasn't so innocent. Emily and her ex Mike are crazy. Turns out Emily had been involved with various men, including foreign nationals. The baby's father was likely one of those foreign men. Afterward, Mike kicked Emily out, and she moved back with her parents. I received an apology and compensation from Emily's parents via a lawyer. Mike quit his job as the pressure and judgment from colleagues became unbearable. Though he'd worked his way up to manager, it seems like he had it coming. While I felt sorry for the baby's future, I had no sympathy for Emily. Mike is struggling to find another job and is working part-time jobs to pay us compensation. I'm living peacefully with my kids now. Joshua still says he wants to give Mike a piece of his mind, but I always tell him, he's not worth your time or stress. April has recovered from her shock and is enjoying her high school life. For now, I just hope they grow up to be decent human beings.